Mix 94.7 KMCH, and I'm Rob Edwards with Emily Preisner at Roast and Toast in Delhi for Hometown Tours. Emily, how's things going for you today?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great today. And Emily, tell us a lot about Roast and Toast. We need to know more about this great business there in Delhi.
Yep, we opened early July, and Roast and Toast is a coffee shop wine bar, and we offer coffee, espresso drinks, smoothies, and baked goods. We also offer a few breakfast items and some lunch items like paninis, salads, and soups. And then during the summertime, we serve some wine, beer, dips, and charcuterie boards as well.
So, an awful lot of stuff going on there. And as I've said before, if you walk away and you're still hungry or thirsty, you're just not trying.
Correct. We have some great baked goods that are all homemade.
And that's got to be a big draw for folks, especially when they're heading off to work and everything like that, or even for like a good Sunday, maybe buy ahead, have it ready for a Sunday. And
correct. Yep.
That is great. Now, right now, I know it's still too early to find out what your big favorites are, but what are some of the favorites that you serve there?
Some of our favorites are cinnamon rolls, and then raspberry cream muffins. But I think the most popular is our monster cookies for our baked goods. And then we serve a lot of smoothies like strawberry and peach smoothies as well.
Great. Now, see, you're already getting me hungry. And here I am all the way in Manchester. So I might have to make a road trip over there and check out Roast and Toast. And of course, now, once again, let people know when you opened up again.
We opened July 6th.
July 6th is when you opened. And one of the things that a lot of folks are really excited about with Roast and Toast, you have a drive-through.
We do. We do have a drive-through on the east side of the building. So it has been used a lot, especially this winter. You can just drive in. You could call ahead and drive in and pick up your order and head out.
Awesome. That is a neat idea also. And I got to ask you though, Emily, why Delhi? Why did you choose Delhi as the place to start your business?
Yep. So my parents have lived in Delhi. My dad has lived here his whole life, and he was the former mayor and just loves Delhi. And we were trying to figure out what Delhi needed and what we needed and what could complement other businesses in Delhi. And with the growth of the lake coming back and Big G's Campground, you see a lot of traffic in Delhi with the school and Stanley. And so we thought, why not open the coffee shop and wine bar? And it's been a huge hit. So we're very glad we did.
I love a good success story. And I'll tell you what, we just get success story after success story when it comes to the city of Delhi. To the area, let us know what your hours are and your exact location so they can find you easy.
Yep, we are located right on Main Street, right next to Delhi Landing, and we're open 7 days a week. So Monday through Wednesday, we're open from 6:30 to 2. Thursday and Friday, 6:30 to 5 during the winter, and then during the summer, we're open until 8. Saturday, we're open 8 to 5, and then Sunday, it's 8 to 1.
And to get more information about, like the hours and on for a menu and everything, they can check that out online, right? I'm sure you have social outlets.
Yep, we have a website, roastandtoastdelhi.com, and we also have Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us at Roast and Toast Delhi on those as well and keep up to date.
Emily, I got to thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us today and telling us about Roast and Toast. Again, and I can't stress this enough, another jewel in the crown of Delhi. The town is growing and just doing such wonderful things, and you are a major part of that. So thank you for your commitment to the city of Delhi, and thanks for everything you do.
Thank you. We are really excited. So
well, you have every right to be excited. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us today, Emily.
Thank you.
And that is Emily Preisner with Roast and Toast in Delhi with Hometown Tours of Delhi on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
All right. So my name is Danny, and I am trying my first interview with KMCH. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sitting with Tana Getsko, and she is with Big G's Campground and Lakeview Living. And we're going to learn a little bit more about her business growth that they've done this year with our Delhi hometown tours. So, oh gosh, my phone went dark already. So tell me, what gave you guys the idea to open up the campgrounds in Lakeview Living?
With the campground, actually, it was our son, Greg, kind of wanted to do something right after he got out of school. He started mowing some lawn, doing that type of thing. We did a lot of camping ourselves, and we realized we had it right here in Delhi by Silver Lake. And what started to be 15 sites, we are now over 100 sites.
That's amazing. I live in Delhi here, and it's a really great area. They've got a great place, perfect for a campground.
Yes, and then the house, we started that like a year and a half ago. We knew it kind of went with the campground. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of people that wanted to stay that didn't camp, and friends that needed a place to stay. So we turned the house into a vacation rental, which now we can house up to 30 people, 2 to 30 people. And it can be rented 4 different listings, 4 different ways. So we can accommodate a lot.
Yeah.
And you can just do a night getaway for your sweetheart, or you can do your family get-togethers. We have a lot of reunions, weddings, get-togethers for anyone.
And we are in the Lakeview Living house right now. So we're in the top floor. We just got a nice little tour of it. It's awesome. It's really big, lots of different options. Let's see here. So we talked a little bit about what Lakeview Living has to offer, but what does the campground have to offer?
So at the campground, we have permanent sites, which we call our seasonals, which are from April till October. If you're in the camping world, that's kind of, prime time. Think of warm seasons. And then we also have temporaries, and we also have seasonal or semi-temporaries. And kind of the new thing we picked up is our business related people now are starting to stay in campers, and they are the workers that come. And they stay for 2 to 3 months, need a place to stay. They no longer like to be in a hotel. Yeah. So they're staying in their own campers, bringing them, and then the next group comes in. We just added another 10 sites for them. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you said, I talked to you earlier today, like some of the windmill workers that are coming, and that's really cool because they want to cook.
Yeah. They want to cook. They want their own germs. They want their own to come back. And they're tired of living out of suitcases. In fact, we have a guy there right now that's from Alaska that is staying in his camper, believe it or not, in the winter. And he thinks Iowa's warm. He came back from 35 below, and he just said, this is, and he's here for the windmill. So jobs, Stanley here in Delhi, bring a lot of people, extra workers. We have actually 5 that are coming the end of February that will be staying at the Lakeview house for 7 weeks. They are going to be helping out Edgewood lockers, putting in cooling systems. So it's how they learn of it. I'm not sure, So
not just people in the area, though. No. I mean, they're working in Edgewood and they're staying here. That's pretty cool.
Yes. So, yeah, all of Delaware County kind of benefits, and we benefit from them. So it's a great deal.
Awesome. Let's see. What's the next question here? How does one make reservations?
Okay, that's a good question. I'll do Big G's first. Big G's, you can call the Big G's number, which is on our sign or on our website. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you want me to give it to you or not now. We won't go into details. Yeah, Google that. And we are fairly new to reservations. We took them last year just as kind of a tryout. Worked very well. So now we have it on website, and you can actually pay and do it all on website to find to do a reservation. That's for Big G's. And if you are confused and don't want to do it online, some people aren't comfortable with that, give us a call. We'll plug in, get you where you want to be or whatever. And check our Facebook, because we have a lot of activities going on, and the holidays are already, like 4th of July is getting booked full. It's not completely full, but there's a lot of people already in there. Memorial weekend will be filling up fast, and Labor Day. And anybody that camps knows when you bring a camper, you hate driving around. in case you can't get a spot. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So we've taken on this reservation type thing, and it's worked out very well.
So how do we reserve this awesome place that we're in right now?
Kind of the same way. You can call us or get on the website, but we also took on Airbnb and VRBO beginning last year. Those are two major businesses that people that want to stay somewhere other than a hotel. So basically, if you want to find us, look for Lakeview Living, and it will pop us up, and we can kind of guide you through it, or you can tell us, they'll ask the first questions: how many are you sleeping? It kind of puts you in the area. Do you want to be in the sunroom suite with 2 people? Do you need the lower level with 9 to 10 people? Do you need the whole house, which can sleep up to 30 people? So
30 people, we can have a party here. I mean, maybe
we do allow people to have parties here. We do a lot of they do get-togethers with their, families with potlucks, a lot of weddings. We have bridal showers, rehearsal dinners. We've had that.
that's a really good
idea.
idea.
They go out to our garage area, which we've turned into a game room, and pull the doors open, put a tent out there. We've had beautiful weddings, beautiful, out by the lake there, Silver Lake, with that in the background. So
it's kind of dark here right now, but I have seen it from the other side of the lake in the day. It is beautiful, and I couldn't imagine how beautiful the sunsets are here, overviewing the Silver Lake and Delhi. So business has been going pretty good. We've kind of talked about who's used it, not just Delhi people, but all around.
Yeah, all over. And we opened Big G's 5 years. We're going on our 5th year, and it continues to grow. And like I said, we have people from Alaska. We had people from, it's unbelievable. What do I want to say? South Dakota, those people just left. Of course, we have area people that stay too, but workers that come in the area, that. And as far as the house, like I said earlier, Airbnb, VRBO brings people nationally.
Yeah.
And they are here for many reasons. People that they know in the area, they're here for Field of Dreams. They are here for Edgewood Locker. They hear of, it's strange. It's cool. It's really cool. Amish, we have people asking, to shop. They want to see what Amish are. The Delhi Lake, people have association with that. So yeah, they're here for many.
They're here for, we just have a great area in general, not just Delhi, but all of Delaware County and surrounding counties, and they're coming for that and Delhi.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have next here? What do you enjoy most about being a part of the Delhi community?
Oh, the people. It's got to be the people. The people are very supportive.
She's talking about me.
Yeah, we are. She lives real close. She sees and hears all our secrets. No, we do. We have a really good community. I feel a lot of, we work together. There's a lot of potential to grow. Of course, they're very supportive, and most anything that, we tell people to try or to go. We've got great restaurants. We've got, good activity areas that they can do it. Whitewater in Manchester.
Yeah,
we have a lot of people to do that. The Bailey's Park they'll go to. We have people that go to Backbone State Park. They hear of that. Like I mentioned earlier, Field of Dreams,
we've just got a lot of great stuff in our community. All right. Last question. What are you looking forward to this summer with Big G's Campground and Lakeview Living?
I'm hoping it is as good a year as we've had last year with COVID. We just didn't know, and we just started in COVID time with Lakeview here, and it was phenomenal. We really were excited. We already know we're going to be twice as busy because we see our calendars filling up fast. About every weekend is full in June, July, and August.
Wow.
So we've hired a couple more cleaners, or we're working on that. We're hoping for another great year. Hopefully it's like last year and even better. and it looks to be that way.
Yeah.
Big G's too. And I didn't mention, so we've taken on a couple new adventures, some campers that I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
So we've had people that don't own campers but would like to have the adventure of it. So instead of cabins, we purchased 3 campers with putting them on a permanent site that has a nice deck. It has their own patio, furniture, the outside pit. They're all furnished. You can come and camp without even owning it. We set it all up, and you can do it for, a weekend. You can do it for a holiday. It can be for yourself. It might be your relatives that you don't want to stay at your own house.
That sounds like my kind of camping, something that I don't have to get set up.
And it's a lot more low-keyed. You can bring your pets and golf carts and that type of thing. Where at the house, it's a little more luxury. It's 2 different kind of, renting. So we've taken on that. We just opened those up late last fall. So we just got our feet wet with those a little bit. So I'm excited to see how those go over. We've already had some reservations for them. So I know I really feel good with that. And again, you can reserve those ahead of time. We suggest you call us. And
so lots of growth here in Delhi, especially with Big G's Campground and Lakeview Living. And so stay tuned in for the rest of our Delhi hometown tours. Thank you very much for visiting with me.
Well, thank you. And it was a good opportunity. And we hope we answered all your questions. So
hopefully we did good for our first interview.
Not my first.
Right.
And right now we are talking with Bev Willis. She is with Off the Hoof in Delhi. And Bev, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Rob. How are you?
I am wonderful today. A little shiny, but okay. Okay. And Bev, a lot of folks are off the hook, what you have and what people will be expecting.
Well, we'll be offering custom cuts of Iowa premium beef, the finest pork available, along with fresh chicken. And that's all from Iowa producers. We'll also carry top quality deli meats and cheeses, plus a few essential grocery items.
That's fantastic. And Bev, I got to ask the question, why Delhi? I mean, what was your decision to come to Delhi?
Well, it's a great opportunity to meet the needs of the residents of Delhi and the surrounding communities, especially all the wonderful visitors we get to the Great Lakes and campgrounds in this area.
And that does seem to be like a natural fit. And you guys have done an awful lot of work there to get this building ready to go, too.
It's been a challenge, but it's going to be a great thing when it all comes together.
And, it has not opened yet because there's been a lot of outside forces that none of us ever would have expected were coming, like COVID, to say the very least. Yes. So you're kind of starting to zero in on a time, right?
Yes, hopefully within the next couple weeks. And just everybody follow us on Facebook. We'll have our opening information there, special offers, and then we will gradually add lunch items. And so we'll always be introducing new things as we get up and get running.
So a lot of great things to look forward to with Off the Hoof. This is kind of a completely different thing, not just for Delhi, but kind of for the area.
It is. The parent company comes from Kentucky. There's a family that had 3 stores, Off the Hoofs, in Kentucky, and they do a wonderful job down there. So we're hoping to emulate them here and then hopefully spread throughout the state of Iowa, maybe in the future.
So you're a trailblazer here in the Midwest.
Yes, for right now, that's what we are.
Well, then no pressure whatsoever.
No.
But I am sure it is going to be a great success, just like all the other businesses there in Delhi. Delhi is such a great growing community, and it's so neat to see something like this, something unique coming to the area.
Yes, Delhi is really going to become a destination town. We have a lot to offer in Delhi.
Wonderful. Well, I've been talking with Bev Willis. And Bev, what is your title there at Off the Hook?
I am the store manager.
So people will get to, if they don't already know you, they'll be getting to know you real well here in the future.
Oh, yes. And we do have a lot of wonderful employees, our head butcher and assistant butcher. We all can't wait to serve the needs and meet everybody.
Awesome. Well, Bev Willis, thank you so much for taking the time to visit us with Hometown Tours.
Thank you, Rob. Have a wonderful day.